So you want to sew a cargo pocket. Well, you, my friend, are in the right place because in today's episode, I'm going to show you how. A cargo pocket is made of three pieces: a flap, a border, and a pocket body. You can find this pattern on sewquaint.com, or you could draft your own pattern using the following measurements. To sew the body of the cargo pocket, you first want to find the center of the pocket and cut a notch into the fabric. Measure 2 inches from the notch on both sides and mark. Fold the fabric at the mark and place it on the notch in the center. This will create a pleat on each side. Pin it into place so that it will stay. Repeat the same steps on the left side of the pocket to create another pleat facing the first one. Base stitch the pleats at the top and at the bottom to keep the pleats in place. Prepare the border of the pocket by folding one of the raw edges in by 1/2 of an inch and pressing it flat. This should be pressed to the wrong side of the fabric. Start pinning the pocket border to the rest of the pocket, right sides together, starting from the right side. When you get down to the corner of your pocket, cut ever so slightly into the fabric so that way you'll be able to pivot and start pinning on the bottom of the pocket. Keep on pinning until you get to the other end, and then take this to your sewing machine and sew it together with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. To finish the raw edge at the top of the pocket, fold and press it by 1/4 of an inch. Fold and press it again by 1 inch this time. And then you're going to do a top stitch at the bottom where the fold is, and also a top stitch at the top edge of the pocket. To add some extra zest to your pocket, top stitch the seam from one end to the next. To sew the flap of the pocket, press some fusible interfacing onto the two flat pieces. And you want to make sure that the bumpy part of your fusible interfacing is on the wrong side of your flat pieces. Fold one of the straight edges towards the wrong side once by 1/4 of an inch and press it flat. This will pretty much tuck away the raw edges. Put these two pieces right sides together and sew with a 1/2 inch allowance around the edges, leaving the folded side open. Trim away the excess fabric at the corners and turn the pocket inside out like this. Now you want to press your pocket flat and top stitch around the edges. Now for the fun part, how to add the cargo pocket to your garment. Cargo pockets can be used on skirts, dresses, pants, and even vests. But in this case, I'm adding a cargo pocket to a pair of joggers that I already made. You want to first find the placement for your pocket. I'm putting this one a couple of inches below my side seam pocket. Draw the outline of your pocket onto your fabric. Put the flat piece about a half of an inch above it and mark at both ends. Pin the flap of your pocket in place and then pin the borders of your pocket on the lines that you drew. Stitch on the edge of the pocket border, backstitch at the beginning and backstitch at the end. You're also going to stitch the top corners of your pocket. For the flap of your pocket, stitch a half of an inch away from the bottom edge and then fold your flap down and top stitch a quarter of an inch away from the fold. A huge shout out to the following patrons for being a part of my exclusive sewing community. If you want your name to pop up on the screen just like this, join my Patreon. And if you liked this tutorial, you might also like this one.